We had the very, very fun puppet episode for the 5th episode. And Ethan, talk about filming that for you since you're the only one whose character was not turned into a puppet.
Yeah, it was crazy. When I saw that, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" So often we joke that, there was the murder mystery episode, and you all had costumes, and you were these cool characters. And on the group chat, they're like, "Oh, look at this cool costume," and Spock was just Spock. And this time again, he was just like, "Spock is just Spock again." I got left out of the fun transformation, and then I've got to deal with it. And yeah, the puppets were on set for quite a while before the puppeteers arrived, before we filmed the episode. And so there was all this great sort of suspense and lead up to the production of that particular episode. And a lot of mystery for me because I didn't know what it was going to be like to perform with these puppets. And my plan was to play it, as straight and with as much depth as I do with the live action versions of the puppets. And the performers were so wonderful. They brought the puppets to such detailed life, and it was really kind of easy once I get past the fact that I'm talking to, a piece of cloth over a hand. It was very easy to kind of believe the performances of these puppeteers because they were very, very talented.
In episode 5, also, Lon ends like her and Spock's relationship. So it feels like it's coming from Lon dealing with everything she's feeling concerned about regarding herself, not necessarily the relationship itself. Would you agree, Christina?
Absolutely, yeah. And also she sees in Spock that he's heading more into the logic side of things as well. So she can see they're both going on separate paths, so it just makes sense, and it doesn't matter that, it's not, nothing has to be forever, and it's okay, and what we had was great, but now it's time to move on so that we could both evolve how we're supposed to. And I think sometimes in real life, like sometimes you have to split up with people friendships, romantic relationships, in order to grow to be the person you're supposed to be.
And she has a lot more on her mind to deal with in a relationship at this point.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you first saw Puppet Pike and that hair?
My initial reaction, it's a little like the first time you hear yourself on a tape recorder, you're like, that doesn't sound like me, does it? I saw it and I was like, oh, this is just the first draft, right? And they're like, no, I think this is the one we're going to use. I'm like, it doesn't look like me. And they're like, what are you talking about? It's a spitting image. So, my favorite puppet though was Carol's. I thought that they knocked that one out of the park.
Babs and Morton told me the same thing because the hair. That's the thing.
The hair is great.
And because when you go through the line and then she's small.
Unfortunately, you're not going to have the benefit of hearing the puppeteer doing the voice, and she just absolutely nailed Carol. She was so good, man.
Whose puppet did you like the most? Because they were all amazingly designed.
Unbelievable. I mean, Pelea's hair is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Pelea's. It's got to be Carol's. That was pretty well.
And I love that shot where they come in and they're showing all of the puppets, and then they just see the top of her hair and they've got to go down and see it. Yeah, I think they've done such a good job. But as well with her voice, it just sings out of that puppet. It's
made sense,
doesn't it?
Talk about having the Wrath of Khan nod with Spock and Puppet Pike's hands at the airlock.
Honestly, that was literally me on the day going, wait, what if we... So it has no deeper meaning than that, which doesn't mean that now it won't have a deeper meaning than that. But it seemed, in a world of utter delight, impossibly delightful. So we did it.
Something I love about Strange New Worlds is that even when you do these types of episodes like this one, the musical, fairy tale, everything that you've done, when you've done this kind of out of the box type thing, you have an explanation that makes sense for what happens. And so talk about figuring out how you would do that here with Spock, the only one not to be seen as a puppet, and what he was going through. And then we get at the end, he wakes up and all of that.
Well, I mean, part of the concept was literally that was where the title and concept came from. Me and Dana Horgan wrote the episode. We spent a lot of time trying to basically make sure that it worked and felt genuinely like a Star Trek episode. That yes, we were going to have fun. Yes, we were going to do all of these things. But if it doesn't feel like Star Trek, what are we doing? We really, 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 really kind of held that was the that was what we had to hold to throughout the entire episode. I mean, one, we had not done a transporter accident episode yet, and we felt like this was an opportunity to do a transporter accident at a level which it had not been done before in Star Trek. And then the other thing was, if you just had one puppet, that wouldn't be I feel like, us rising to the occasion. We really wanted to try to make it as big and as bold and as and kind of push the edges of it as much as we possibly could. And as for the dreams are dreams. I don't know. Sometimes they're real. That's all I'll say.